Hello and welcome again to another episode of Math with Sohn. Today we are going to be translating shapes. Let's get into it. So translating a shape is just a fancy way of saying move it. Just move it to the left or move it to the right or up or down, and that is all we are doing here. So we're going to take the shapes that are provided and we're going to perform it on the operation that it says. So it says 5 units to the right and 1 unit up, so you just take all of these points and you're going to move them 5 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 unit up. And then you label it G prime. T, we got to go 5 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 unit up. T prime. B, 5 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 unit up. And if you have done it correctly, the shape that you make should be identical. In every way, it's just move to the right and up by 1. So the rule for this can be written a few different ways. They've written one way, but you could also write the rule as x plus 5, because x is positive like left and right numbers, and we went 5 units to the right, which meant it got bigger, and y plus 1. If we wanted to do this next one, which is to the left by 1 unit and up by 2 units, all of the x values are going to go to the left by 1, so the x values will be subtracted by 1, and the y values would be increased by 2, so that would be a y plus 2. So if we were only concerned with the actual coordinate values, let's say that this value right here, g, currently is at 0, -2. My new g prime is going to be subtracting 1 from 0, that's -1, and adding 2 to -2, which makes 0. So really, when we go to the left by 1 and up by 2, my g prime is right here, which is at -1, 0. So you don't have to do that, but if you only are given coordinates, this is kind of useful to just subtract 1 and add 2 rather than actually graphing the entire thing. So I'm just going to plot the rest of them real quick. We got y has to go to the left by 1 and up by 2. And I know that m is 1, 2, 3, 4 units below y, so I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 units below y to make that perfect congruent shape. And there we have it. All right, so the next few that we're going to be doing is going to describe the rule. So write the rule that describes each transformation. You need to make sure that you're careful, that you start with the pre-image, which has not got the actual apostrophes there, which I call prime. And it's a little hard to see, but they're there. The prime one's the one on the right in this case. So we're going to the right by 1, 2, and down by 1. And all of these points are going to the right by 2 and down by 1. So it doesn't matter which point you pick. They all went to the right by 2 and down by 1. Well, x is to the left and to the right. And if we went to the right, it went in the positive direction. And y went down by 1, so I'm going to write y minus 1. All right. So it is that simple. This next shape that we have over here, it went from it's kind of hard to see, but I'm just going to use the point T. It went up by 1 and then to the left by 1. Well, up is y, and up is clearly going to be positive because up is, things are positive when you go up. And to the left by 1, well, if we go to the left, the x values are going to get more negative, so we would write minus 1. All right, that's going to do it for today's episode. It was a short one, but that's it. Have a great one, and I will see everybody later.